Day one live. This is the Wrestling World podcast coming at you from YouTube. I'm your host, Austin Boyer, and right now we have Becky Lynch and Nia Jax going at it in the ring. These guys have had a story history, I should say, and this is a big rivalry. So let's see if Becky Lynch can pull off the win. Now Becky Lynch has had her ups and downs with Nia Jax. Obviously, Nia broke her nose, and things happen. But real quick, y'all, I'm gonna share this with some people, so stay tuned, stay here. I'll be right back. I'm still here. Just thank you for joining the live stream. If you get that like button, I appreciate it. Goal today is 30 likes, if not 15. Thank you for the like. I appreciate you. We're watching Monday Night Raw live right now, day one, the first day of January. We got Becky Lynch and Nia Jax in the ring. Becky Lynch quickly trying to pick up the win here. Thank you, Greg, for the like. I appreciate you. Keep in mind, Nia Jax is the one who broke Becky Lynch's nose. So these two have a big rivalry. Nia Jax is the reason that Becky Lynch is called the Man. That nickname started out with Nia Jax. And Nia Jax actually picks up the win on Becky Lynch, shockingly. Wow, and Becky Lynch's mouth is busted open. I actually didn't get to see what happened here, so give me a second. Nia Jax with an uppercut. And a splash off the second rope. And Nia picks up the win, shockingly. Man, Becky must have got hit in the mouth, man. She is busted up. Kind of looks like ketchup. I don't know. Thank you for joining the live stream. We get that like button. I appreciate it. We're reviewing Monday Night Raw, day one. I actually posted a new video today, so definitely check that out. In regards to MJF, and if he is staying with the AEW, could he jump ship to WWE? It's a possibility, but we'll see. Right now we have Shinsuke Nakamura cutting a backstage promo on Cody Rhodes. I, for one, am actually enjoying these backstage promos from Shinsuke. I think it's something different. To win before, we didn't really get to hear Shinsuke really cut that many promos, so it's actually pretty cool to see Shinsuke actually doing this for the first time. Okay, well, this is from last week, but yeah, Bubba, I don't think it will work good. And I said that in my video. I said that WWE will have to tune down that character of MJF, but we'll see what happens. Currently, MJF is a free agent, so I personally think either there was a mistake online or what, but MJF is also removed from the roster of AEW, so that's interesting. But, who knows what's going to happen. MJF is currently in the middle of a storyline with Adam Cole. Adam Cole was revealed as to be in the Devil's Mask, so who knows. Yeah, he'll definitely have to create a new persona. Not exactly a new persona, but maybe a toned down version of the MJF we see now. Obviously, like you said, AEW, they have a lot of things that aren't censored. As far as WWE is a lot more censored to what we see in AEW, but yeah, we'll have to see a definitely tuned down character as well. Yeah, sorry, I just saw a LA Knight commercial. They're coming out with a new Ted movie. They're showing previews for it right now. First one was good. The second one wasn't that good, but oh, it's actually gonna be on Peacock as like a TV show. I guess, right? That sounds pretty cool. A Ted movie, the bear Ted. I don't know. Something to talk about, I guess. Share this with your friends and family. Let them know the Wrestling World Podcast is live. Don't forget that like and subscribe button if you haven't yet. Remember, y'all go live every Monday and Friday at 8:30 p.m. I am going to try to start doing Wednesdays live and see if we can. But we'll see. AEW on a Wednesday, Greg. All Elite Wrestling, Wednesday nights at 8 o'clock p.m. So I would like to try to start Wednesdays doing a live stream, but we'll see. I don't know. I know sometimes I can't always get to these lives. Like last week, I didn't do a live for Monday, but I did make up for Sunday. So we'll see how much time I got. But thank you for the like. I appreciate it. If you're just now viewing, hit that like and subscribe button. We're watching day one of Monday Night Raw. Thank you, D. Thank you, destructing topics, deconstructing topics. I appreciate you. Thank you for the follow. Greg, what was your question, man? I know you wanted to ask me something. I remember now. But thank you, deconstructing, for giving me the follow. I appreciate you. Are you new to this channel? Have you been on my lives before? It's great to have you. We got Cody Rhodes making his way to the ring now. My guess is he will have a lot to say about Shinsuke Nakamura. Thank you, deconstructing. I appreciate that. If you have a channel, I'll definitely subscribe to yours as well. What is the best promo of all time? I watched The Rock versus Stone Cold WrestleMania earlier, and it was good. Best promo of all time, man. My favorite promo, and some people might not like me saying this, but it's CM Punk, man. CM Punk's pipe bomb, I think, was one of the best promos. And in my opinion, Bray Wyatt, the Miss Teacher Lady promo, was one of my favorites. A lot of great, guys have got a promo, but when it comes to promos, CM Punk is the greatest. And again, I might get some backlash for saying that, but I'm a CM Punk fan. So it is what it is. Yes, CM Punk, man, that pipe bomb was just amazing. Definitely memorable. Nobody's cut a promo like that. Nobody. Especially against, what's going on in WWE. I thought you were my brother for a second, Greg. We are. That's true, man. We are. We have a special guest returning to WWE tonight, a former WWE champion. We have no clue who that is, but we'll find out tonight. Deconstructing, yeah. Ric Flair definitely cut a promo. I think he's, definitely in the top five, in my opinion. Everybody wanting to fart on Sassy Y. My poor dog. There's room for two. That's true. Rumors that Batista might return tonight. I'm hoping it's not Batista. Not saying I'm not a Batista fan. He's a good actor. I didn't care for his wrestling style. I didn't care for him as a wrestler, but kind of just hoping it's not Batista. But I could see that happening. Rumors that it was Sasha Banks, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think the rumors were debunked by Sean Ross Sapp from Fightful. My prediction, man, I don't know. I honestly don't know. Um, Dusty, yeah, Dusty's promo, his Hard Times promo was amazing. It's funny you mentioned that. We got Cody in the ring right now. Tell you what, with that blonde hair, man, Cody looks like his dad. I will say. Hey, Roxy, how are you? Thank you for coming on. Shady's back. Tell a friend. I would like to see Sasha back in WWE. I agree, man. I think it's time. I think now is the right time if they're gonna pull it. I missed you too, Roxy. Hope you're doing well. Yes, Greg. Owen Hart, another one who can cut a decent promo. Sucks that his life was taken too soon. No, you're fine. You're good. You're good, Roxy. You're cool. We got Shinsuke on the backstage Titantron. Should I say backstage on the Titantron? But you get what I'm saying. Shinsuke cutting a promo. You see the subtitles down on the screen. I like the style that they're doing this in. The backstage stuff, the subtitles, just makes it like more menacing to me. I don't know. Thank you, Roxy. I appreciate that. I like your face too. So tomorrow, Roxy, with the new list, is the new list mandatory being it's not January 1st anymore? So I'll be honest, I haven't really been able to do the list with the holidays and everything, but I've been trying here and there. You don't want it to be? You don't want it to be mandatory, or you don't want it to be January 1st? I agree. I agree. Definitely doesn't feel like a new year to me. It just, I don't know. So is it mandatory or is it not mandatory? I'm confused. Message me on Messenger, Roxy. Miss talking to you. It's been a few days. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I definitely can understand that. We got the New Day coming out tonight, making their way down to the ring. Well, at least Kofi Kingston. But when there's a rumor of a former WWE champion coming back to WWE, you gotta wonder if it's Big E. You gotta keep in mind Big E is a former WWE champion who broke his neck about 2 years ago. So to see Big E back in a WWE ring, even if he's not to wrestle, that would be a big deal. Yeah, I agree, Roxy. I think it's good the way it is, but I mean, um, maybe even do like a weekly daily list. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's your group. You can. Yeah, like I'll leave it up to you as well. Jay Uso make his way down to the ring, and this guy is getting a major pop from the crowd right now. Kofi and Jay Uso against Imperium. First time these two have teamed up, I'm not sure. Seems like it. What if we just like combine the two groups of like viewers anonymous and coolest content crew instead of just having like two groups? I think just maybe talk Keith into like just instead of like I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just a thought, but I think we'd benefit more that way. But
TimeForPizza.com. So you can carry out two medium, two-topping pizzas for $6.99 each from Domino's, no matter the weather.
He hits his mark center stage and is crushed by a baby grand piano. You're replacing me? Customize and save with Liberty Baby.
Are you saying I sound like Greg?
Only pay for what you want.
Me and Greg sound nothing alike.
Smell the amazing scent of Gain Flames? Time stops. Your heart races.
Yeah, I think it'd be beneficial for
Eyes closed.
us to just combine the group. It'd make a lot more sense.
You're in love with a laundry detergent. Gain Flames.
Oh yeah, Keith. Keith,
50% more fresh.
Greg, you should definitely maybe talk to Keith.
Sniff.
I'm never really on Messenger that much. I mean, I do get in the chat more than in the actual Facebook group anymore. Just because I'm never really on Facebook as much, but
Hurry in for an Aussie staycation at Outback Steakhouse.
I don't get notifications. So like when I go on Messenger, I won't see the messages until they pop up.
Your staycation starts at $16.99.
For some reason, I just don't get notifications. But it seems like Keith really isn't on or active as much. So Greg, I'm leaving that up to you if you want to talk to him.
So you can rise from pain.
5-star splashing on the admins. I think my brother needs a YouTube channel. Who agrees? For comedy. I still would like to do that MMA portion of our show, Bubba. So let me know when you want to, if you still want to do it. Conor McGregor just announced today that he's fighting Michael Chandler on June 29th.
I did not.
As my fiance, do you think less of me because I was married to him for 17 years?
Yes.
That's an intriguing feeling like. I wasn't here to cover Dad's mouth when he said that.
That's me, father of the year.
You wouldn't get banned. You would not get banned, I promise you.
Extended family. Tomorrow on NBC and Peacock.
CM Punk being advertised for next week's Raw, that's a big deal. Excuse my hair, it's all messed up. Yeah, Hulk Hogan, I think he's just popular because of his physique. To be honest, he was a big name, popular with the kids. Eat your vitamins, stuff like that. Say your prayers. But I'm not a fan of Hogan whatsoever.
Tonight, the Intercontinental Champion celebrating his 570th day as the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time.
570 days Gunther is the Intercontinental Champion. That is remarkable.
How long until action starts chopping people, Michael Cole?
And Kaiser and Vinci were very upset a couple of weeks ago on the Christmas edition of Monday Night Raw when Kofi Cross delivered them some coal.
Let's try to get a few more people in here. Share it with your friends. Let them know the Wrestling World Podcast is live on YouTube. Let's try to get some other names in here.
Here tonight on this day one edition of Monday Night Raw, Kofi Kingston will start
I would like to see Imperium get some tag team gold. I think they deserve it at this point, right? I mean, Gunther has the IC title. It would make more sense to have Imperium as the top faction in WWE right now. But thank you for joining the live stream. To get that like and subscribe button, I'd appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't already.
place all time. Kane, #1 with 18 Royal Rumbles.
You mean if Kofi keeps it, is the Royal Rumble
because there was a why did they change it from WWF to WWE? That's a good question because they changed it. There was a wildlife group named WWE to so avoid confusion and getting sued. They changed it to WWE. Well, no, there was a wildlife organization called WWF. So they changed it to WWE to avoid confusion and being sued by the wildlife company. Thank you for joining the live stream. We get that like button. I appreciate it. We're currently at 4 likes. Let's try to get to 15 or 30. Is gambling on wrestling a recent thing? Well, with FanDuel and DraftKings, I wouldn't say it's recent. It's been around for a while. But I believe that some people do do bet on wrestling. Be an easy way to make money, in my opinion. But
Cat-like athleticism will attack you from any angle, but Big G will attack.
yeah, so deconstructing, you could probably answer some of these questions too, then, man. Yeah, I know that WWE has a thing. Well, pro wrestling in general, they have the DraftKings thing where you can bet on matches and stuff. Who do you think's gonna win? When do you think they'll use their finisher? This and that. I've never done it myself, but it is interesting. I will say. Think it's a good way for somebody to get a gambling addiction, but it happens.
Detect this. Most HIV pills contain 3 or 4 medicines. Dovato is as effective with just 2.
If you have hepatitis B, don't stop Dovato.
You know, did WWF try to sell Lex Luger as the next Hulk Hogan? That's another good question, Greg. You're coming at him tonight. Lex Luger, I think, could have been a big name. I don't know why he wasn't. He just didn't. He just didn't click. I don't know. Luger should have been much bigger than what he was. When you think of wrestlers back in the day, Lex Luger, there's not a lot of discussion with him. But I honestly don't know. I think that he should have been pushed as the next Hulk Hogan, if not better. But for some reason, he's not. Maybe deconstructing can answer that. Maybe he knows more. But I have no idea. Honestly, I couldn't answer that.
I've lost 60 pounds and I can still enjoy all
Hey, Roxy, thank you for coming back. We missed you.
Weight Watchers' new app features can make your weight loss journey easier. So all you gotta do is you. Join Weight Watchers.
Thank you for the like. I appreciate you.
We navigated a turbulent housing market by
Buying a firearm.
I made their move count. We have guaranteed 100% accurate taxes for millions of new homeowners. Intellect TurboTax.
Here's to 1 year older.
I don't know much about UK wrestling, Greg. I'm sure if you look at different territories, I'm sure it'll be a lot better in some territories than other. Maybe try to find maybe your local wrestling shows in the UK. I'm sure they'd be a lot better than maybe the UK you see on TV. But when it comes to pro wrestling, if it's not WWE, AEW, or a major wrestling promotion, always go to your local events and support your indie wrestlers.
Anti-dander shampoo made with only 9 ingredients. No sulfate, silicones, or
Um,
and packaged with 45% less
but local wrestling, man, it's a big deal, and they can give you some of the greatest matches ever. And it's more interesting when you don't know who the wrestlers are, you don't know their gimmicks or characters, and they can give you so much more than a normal show would, like AEW or WWE or whatever, Ring of Honor. It's just sometimes better when you don't know who these wrestlers are, you don't know nothing about them. It makes the matches and the characters more interesting. It's more enjoyable to watch that way. We got Kofi Kingston trying to build momentum against Imperium. The Montreal Screwjob. What are my thoughts? Definitely one of the biggest historic events in professional wrestling. Bret Hart getting screwed by Shawn Michaels, not just Shawn, but Vince McMahon mainly. And, you know, Bret Hart, I'm not the biggest fan of Bret Hart, I'll be honest. Bret Hart seems to whine a lot. But what happened with Bret and Shawn, that was Vince's, doing. Real quick, guys, it looks like we have an injury going on. Real quick, a legit injury, a real injury. I don't see why else they would stop this match. This looks like a legit injury. One of the members of Imperium, it's not Ludwig, it's the other guy.
But again, Kaiser and the doctor at ringside dealing with Vinci. We saw when Kofi Kingston trying to figure out what happened as well. But again, to your
A lot of confusion right now. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Yeah, the Montreal Screwjob, in my opinion, was Vince's doing. It should have never happened. I feel sorry for Bret. The plan was for Bret to win the title in his hometown, and then to drop the title somewhere else, but that did not happen. Are there weight classes in wrestling? No, there's no weight classes in wrestling, Greg. Anybody can challenge for the title. I definitely agree, deconstructing. Good answer. Okay, yeah, high school, college, like amateur wrestling, there are weight classes. But in professional wrestling, there are no weight classes. I'm sorry, I should have specified that a little better. But yeah, my brother actually cleared that up. So thank you, Bubba. Thank you for the like. I appreciate you.
WWE superstars who participated in the WWE Holiday Tour again this year.
I hope they give an update on Imperium, the injured member. Once they give an update on his condition, I'll let you guys know. It looks like a legit injury. They stopped the match out of nowhere. So we'll see what happens. Greg, who was your question, who is the person responsible for running WWE scripts? That'll be the writers. WWE, they have writers that write these storylines and promos. Now, there are certain wrestlers who, have the permission to say what they want in the ring, and they can cut their own promos from the top of their head as long as they get their point across. Vince McMahon was one of the guys who used to write who would come up with some scripts sometimes and everything, but with Vince gone and the writers, I think it's primarily up to the writers and Triple H as far as creative goes and everything else. We got The Miz making his way down to the ring right now. Keep in mind, the Miz lost against Gunther last week. He can no longer challenge for the IC title. So we'll see what's next for The Miz. Well, Greg, you got to keep in mind they're under contract, so they might make another suggestion. Otherwise, they kind of have to, but yeah, I agree. The Montreal Screwjob did give a heel Vince McMahon, definitely. I think Vince McMahon was pretty much a heel after that for the rest of his career because a lot of people didn't forgive him after that, but especially Brett. But
The time is ticking on your reign.
There is no way in hell you are ever gonna take this from me.
With respect to your journey, that's New Year's evil. It comes to an end. Dude, I'm that guy now, and I'm going to be your new NXT champion.
NXT New Year's Evil. Live tomorrow night, 8/7 Central. Only on USA.
Dad?
bring back the Attitude Era, yeah, that would be nice. But I don't. I think we're far from that.
Bundles to reckless spending. No more.
That's a bit dramatic. A better plan is Verizon. Starts at $25 a line.
Did you say
I think I do remember that. I think during the match, Sean was pretty upset about that.
Spaghetti night.
I think he kicked Vader in the head. I believe was that. Am I talking about the right one?
$5 per line guaranteed for 3 years? You get both Netflix and Max for just $10 per month, only on Verizon.
Right now, get a free foot long subway. Like a new Daily Hero. Buy one foot long in the app, get one free.
It's a pretty good deal.
Kinda like me. Order in the Subway app today.
Febreze. Hi. I keep my home fresh with Febreze Fade to Fire. And I use this. Febreze is my purchase. Only control when the scent is released so it doesn't fade. Does mine have a microchip? Oh, Febreze smells first. Stay fresh for 50.
Yeah, Sean back in the day was hard to work with. That's for sure.
Febreze also has a reminder light. Even when I
He had a reputation, definitely,
never miss a day of freshness.
in his younger days, for sure.
Upgrade to Febreze Bud.
Thank you for joining the live stream. If you get that like button, I appreciate you.
I've lost 60 pounds, but I can still enjoy all of the
Subscribe if you haven't yet. Let them know the Wrestling World Podcast is live.
Watchers' new app features can make your weight loss journey easier. So all you gotta do is you. Join Weight Watchers today. In the world's worst places, children with cleft conditions live in darkness and shame. They're shunned, outcast, living in pain. You can reach out and change the life of a suffering child right now. A surgery that takes as little as 45 minutes. And your act of love can change a child's life forever. Please call, scan, or go online to give a new smile. Thousands of children are waiting.
Stanley Steamer is proud to be the leader in deep cleaning. Clean over 1 million homes and businesses across America every year.
Greg, can you send me a picture of that football player?
Business. Call your local Stanley Steamer.
$5 duo at Burger King. Double up flavors with hunger things. Whopper Jr. and Royal Crispy Wraps for lunch, dinner, or late night snack. BK, have it your way.
Tom blew up our lives.
This is bullshit. It's over. I miss who he used to be to me.
I made out with Sheena like Vegas. Don't even know stuff.
My feelings never mattered to you.
It was one kiss.
Too many commercials, yo. I'm telling you.
Guys, look much. You're a bit much all the
I
time.
mean, 3-hour show.
Get out.
I get it, but
Terrifying.
I don't know.
Money Night Raw, Day 1 is live tonight in San Diego, California. Rollins and McIntyre for the World Heavyweight Championship, and Rhea Ripley will defend the Women's World Title against the upstart Pitbull, Ivy Nile. Rhea will put her championship on the line against the upstart
Thank you, Greg. I appreciate it.
Nile at Day 1.
I believe Rhea Ripley is defending her title tonight. Not exactly sure, but hope so.
Honestly,
Drew McIntyre is a pretty big name, Greg. Back in the day, he was a jobber, but he's pretty much in the main event spot. Big name now, definitely.
Because it makes it that much sweeter when I beat the odds.
Definitely a big name.
I push myself every single day, which brought me to the biggest match of my career.
I don't know much about Haley, but I do know OVW is still in business. OVW is definitely still in business. They just advertised a show the other day. So interesting you say that, Greg. What do you mean by meats, Greg? The Miz is a babyface. What are your thoughts, guys? I'm not a fan of The Miz whatsoever, but Alexa, stop.
This is a reminder. Take my pills.
Alexa, stop. I'm not the biggest fan of The Miz. I can't say I'm not a fan, but it has grown on me.
To my special guests because they have been begging to come onto the show. So without further ado, please welcome my guests. They are the self-proclaimed most dominant faction in WWE. Ladies and gentlemen, the Judgment Day!
I liked The Miz when we were younger, yes, but I grew to hate The Miz whenever he started this whole Hollywood gimmick. It just doesn't work. Look at my little brother calling me out on YouTube. Biggest wrestling match of all time and why? Well, that's all on your opinion. We all have different opinions on wrestling matches and what we like. So, who knows, man? To me, my favorite wrestling match of all time is CM Punk versus John Cena, but I also enjoy anything with Bray Wyatt. So, that'd be my answer. The Miz calling the Judgment Day out from Miz TV and R-Truth interrupts, making his way down to the ring. This is going to be a comedic segment, so I definitely want to check this out real quick. Not ignoring nobody, for sure, promise. That's a good answer, Bubba. Undertaker versus Foley, yep.
Truth. Where's everybody else? I swear it was all behind me just now. You seen invisible people again? Is little Jimmy here? No.
R-Truth mentioning little Jimmy for the first time in a while.
Not here. Why don't you have a seat? Not so fast, Miz. I've been waiting all year to say this. All rise for the Judgment Day.
R-Truth still thinking he's a member of Judgment Day. This is hilarious.
That actually works a lot better than when Damian Priest does it. Am I wrong? What exactly is your role within the Judgment Day? I'm glad you asked me that. I have many roles in the Judgment Day. It's kind of complicated.
Greg, man, take this to the rated R chat. This is weird.
Administrative work. You know what I'm saying? There's always work to be done. Nobody likes them. They got a bad
I don't even know what y'all are talking about.
I'm trying to make the Judgment Day likable to everybody.
I'm making my brother the bouncer for this group for sure.
No. This has to end tonight.
We got JD McDowell and Dominic Mysterio coming out.
You're not the AV guy for the clubhouse. You're not doing PR for us. And what's more,
No, you're fine, Roxy. You're cool. I was just reading Greg's comment and I was like, what is he talking about? I don't want to get banned, y'all. Talking about zipping somebody's pants. I don't know what he's saying.
They don't even like him in his
San
hometown.
Diego! Y'all see what I'm saying? Dirty Dom, he getting booed in his own hometown.
They are in San Diego tonight, so that's pretty interesting.
That ain't right, y'all. Dom, I don't mean to cut you off.
You're fine, Roxy. You're cool.
Not even in Judgment Day. Remember, loser leaves Judgment Day, so you can be gone.
You don't make the stipulation.
Oh, actually, he makes a valid point. You lost the Miracle on 34th Street fight. The stipulation was very clear. Loser leaves Judgment Day. So, JD, what are you doing out here?
Miz, you wanna...
Dominic getting booed in his hometown. That's great. This guy's like the ultimate heel.
Let's talk about your 2023. Spending it on your back. On your back.
Dominic can't even say a single word. These boos are so loud right now.
Getting destroyed. Destroyed by Gunther.
I apologize, but you have 20,000 people booing you, and I can't hear you over them, and you have a microphone.
Yeah, Truth, man. Truth is my favorite.
Wasn't that great for me? But I am more relevant now than I have ever been, and through all that
I love Mommy. What are you talking about? And Greg and Roxy, you're fine. I was just very confusing in those comments. I just don't want to get banned, y'all.
moments that last a lifetime. It's funny. The only moment or memory that I have of you from last year is you getting spanked by your daddy. Don't bring that up. The respect it deserves. Dragged around by your mommy, and if you want more recent, how about the WWE Holiday Tour? We got whooped around the country by CM Punk.
Miz, I'm done. I'm done talking. We're gonna continue your losing streak.
Tell you, Judgment Day is falling apart as we speak. And Truth very well being the reason. You're right.
Would you all like to see that match right here, right now? Well, it looks
Kind of liking Miz as a babyface, to be honest. This is,
comebacks.
I don't know,
It will be Dirty Dom
different feel.
versus the reunited Awesome Truth. Let's go!
Our Truth and the Miz reuniting versus Dom and JD McDowell.
Judgment Day. Am I tagging with Dom? No. I'm not tagging with JD. You were tagging with me, Truth. You and I are tagging together. Okay, I get it.
Our Truth saying, you know,
Strange.
I'm tagging with the Miz, but I'm a member of Judgment Day. Am I supposed to tag with Judgment Day or the Miz?
I'll follow your lead, Dirty Dog. I'll tag with Miz. On behalf of the Judgment Day, we'll sell.
There goes Shady McDonough. The Awesome Truth is reuniting. Truth has no idea what planet he's on.
There's no idea who his tag partner is at this point.
This time match gets underway. We come back.
The commentators can't even keep from laughing. It's too funny.
In the revolution with the Maverick, Logan Paul, and the
Well, Greg, in wrestling, there's good guys and there's bad guys. Think of it as like a superhero and a supervillain, or in a movie, you have your good guys, you got your bad guys. Best way to explain it. Best way, in my opinion.
Friday Night SmackDown New Year's Revolution. Live this Friday, 8/7 Central, only on Fox.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
My late father-in-law lit up a room.
Greg, you would be a bad guy for sure.
With age. He had AMD.
You'd be like the Deadpool of like wrestling.
It can progress to GA, an advanced form of the disease. His struggle with vision loss from AMD made me want to help you see warning signs.
Hell, you're like the
GA.
Deadpool of our group, really.
Straight lines that seem wavy.
Roxy, you'd be a good guy.
Spots that make it hard to see faces.
I feel like you'd be like a Harley Quinn or whatever.
Trouble with low light. That makes driving at night a real challenge. If you've been diagnosed with AMD and notice vision changes, don't wait. GA is irreversible. It's important to catch it early. Talk to your eye doctor about GA and learn more at GAWon'tWait.com.
So I'm guessing that's a good thing, Roxy. And Greg, I figured that'd be a compliment to you. Deadpool's not a bad character.
Smiling first can help someone find the courage to do the same.
At Domino's, we believe nothing should get in the way of hot pizza. That's why we're selling $6.99 each from Domino's. Where you at?
Where you at?
Yeah, that would be worth a good bit of money. I believe that was WrestleMania 20. Well, you were 9 years old, so I guess that wouldn't be.
Friday Night SmackDown is where it's at.
I don't know. I'm not thinking right.
Friday, April 19th. Tickets and pre-starter packages on sale now.
This may look like a holiday shopping showdown, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. Good thing my Rogue has intelligent all-wheel drive.
So does my Altima.
Now get 1.9% APR financing for 60 months or save up to $2,500 on Rogue. Better hurry, these offers won't be back in stock.
People can't stop talking about this new season of Armageddon.
It's nuts.
It's insane! You guys post about this? I'll probably sue.
I woke up with a tattoo of Blake Shelton on my ass. That's high praise.
I believe you're talking about the Bushwhackers, Greg.
The celebrity competition show on TV is back. Armageddon. New episode tonight at 11 on USA.
So the delusional R-Truth called this a strange bedfellows match. He's teaming with The Miz tonight against JD McDonough and Dominic Mysterio in the Judgment Day. Now, you realize R-Truth is in the neutral corner because I guess he believes he's neutral in this match.
R-Truth in the opposite side of the corner.
That's the problem. That's an illegal tag in your body.
This guy, he plays his character so well.
Actually called it correct here. I mean, R-Truth probably thinks he's in Green Bay, Wisconsin right now.
Yes, I believe you're talking about the Bushwhackers. They were fun. One of the Bushwhackers just recently passed away. I don't know which one it was though. Let's see, there was Luke and there was somebody else. I can't remember the other one's name.
No paperwork. No paperwork involved. Nothing was signed. The only person who agreed to it was Damian Priest, who agreed to it tongue in cheek. But anyway, R-Truth was never in the Judgment Day in the first place. So how can he be an end loser leaves the Judgment Day? This makes
I am tired, yo.
He does PR. He does all the administrative duties.
He is a Walter character who is suffering from severe
delusions, and people like you are encouraging it.
He's a great athlete in the ring. There's where they dropped down to J.D. McDonough.
But okay, yeah, you're right. I couldn't think of the name.
Image consultant for the Judgment Day.
He's tearing them apart from the inside, even though he's not on the inside. That makes sense. From the outside, pretending to be on the inside, but he's tearing them apart.
McDonough now. This is with the clothesline. R-Truth. Oh, look at that little corkscrew cross body. Takes out J.D. McDonough.
What'd you say, Greg?
Truth, the Miz, and R-Truth's tag team that raised a lot of hell around here about a decade ago.
Oh, WWE hostage back in 2011.
Cover, hook of the leg, and a kick out. Had a number of run-ins from Triple H.
As much as I enjoy laughing at R-Truth and his antics, if you are the butt of his jokes, it is grating. He used to come out in a Burger King crap.
R-Truth trying to tag Dominic Mysterio in, and that's not even his tag team partner. The Miz is confused as hell.
As we all are, J.D. McDonough now in control, looking to punish R-Truth. J.D. says the farce is over tonight, Truth. You're not in the group.
Well, here's the problem. Truth seems to like all of Judgment Day except for J.D. McDonough, so he's not going to listen to the words of McDonough. Now, this is going to be interesting because Truth thinks Mysterio is his fight.
Oh, 6-1 now.
Dominic with a 619 on R-Truth. Disrespecting his father once again.
Just like old times.
The landscape of fitness, toxic instructors, shady schemers, and Fistful fakes. Mother Fitness was dangerous and nostalgia. Hello, my hot girl. Enough of this toxic nastiness. So she took her body to the judgment-free zone.
Because how was that disrespecting his father? Okay. Dominic and Ray, her father and son, they were feuding, and Dominic is very disrespectful to his father. Not in real life, storyline, you know, but yeah. So using his finishing move is a sign of disrespect.
That's why more men choose Just for Men.
So, I didn't think I needed Swiffer. Until I saw how easily it picked up my hair every time I dried it. It only takes a minute. Look at that. The heavy-duty cloths are extra thick for amazing trap and lock, even for his hair. Wow. And for dust, I love my heavy-duty duster. The fluffy fibers trap dust on contact. Up high and all around without having to lift a thing. I'm so hooked. You'll love Swiffer or your money back.
Who is the celebrity behind the relative?
It's a new celebrity guessing game. See their relatives sing, guess their superstar family member,
I know that voice.
and win life-changing money. We are family. Check local listings.
You'll never guess what we're doing to the Baconator. We're putting it
On the Baconator. Catherine, you seeing this?
Posters everywhere.
What?
The Baconator you love with a new pretzel twist. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new pretzel Baconator.
You won't overpay for glasses if you shop at America's Best. They offer 2 pairs and a free quality eye exam starting at just $79.95. I can see from your expression that you find that shocking. And you don't have yours. Book an exam today at americasbest.com.
Ah, morning. The golden hour of cold and flu symptoms.
I'm feeling better.
Cough, congestion.
All in one and done with new Mucinex Kickstart.
Headache. Better. Fever, body pain.
Better now.
Thank you, Roxy. I appreciate that.
With a morning jolt of instant cooling sensation.
I don't know how, but I appreciate that.
Comeback season. And we're back live on Monday Night Raw. Miz and R-Truth.
Owen Hart ended Stone Cold's career.
And Mysterio up the Judgment Day. And Miz is rolling.
Yeah, definitely.
He got his way into the match after 3
I wouldn't say ended, but it definitely messed with his career.
The leg kicked out by Mick.
I don't remember Stone Cold having a match after that.
The Miz back to his very
But I know his career was never the same after that power driver he took. R-Truth now on the Judgment Day's corner when his partner is The Miz, not the Judgment Day. R-Truth is on the opposite side right now.
From the biggest head in the business. That is dangerous. Oh, dear.
R-Truth just tagged himself in as a member of Judgment Day's team. He officially waved the tag off.
You're not. You're in Judgment Day. He's in Judgment Day. I'm in Judgment Day. I'm not doing it. You're not it.
This is hysterical.
Brilliant, JD. Checkmate.
I'm not sure if Truth actually meant to do that or not, but... And now double team action, skull crushing.
Miz with the skull crushing finale on JD. He picks up the 3 and they get the win.
I don't get it. I don't get it, Cole. How does somebody
Thank you, Roxy. I appreciate that.
consistently get
I will remember that.
always? Come on, smelling the roses.
If you're just not joining this live stream, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already.
The Nature Boy, R-Truth, sending JD McDonough
We are now an hour into this live stream.
finale.
You need to get Snapchat, Roxy, for sure.
It's all jokes, isn't it, Cole? It's all fun and games. No,
Wait, it's not jokes. R-Truth really believes he's part of Judgment Day.
I advertise on Snapchat from my YouTube channel. It's pretty good way to advertise.
this is going to come back to bite him in the form of a brutal attack from the judge.
Send it out to different people, you know.
Priest are the tag team champions. On the women's side of things, we have new women's tag team champions. Let's take it back to a couple of weeks ago here on Raw. Piper Niven, Chelsea Green defending against Katana Chance and Kate Carter.
Headstand almost from victory.
My watch time. Let me go check. I'll answer that right now. It'll pause real quick, but I'm still here. Just give me a second. My watch time, Greg, is at 1.5K. So, so I guess that's good. And I am currently at however many subscribers. I was at 620. I dropped down to 609. So it happens, I guess. Yeah, I understand, Roxy. Some people don't trust it. It happens. But yeah, I was at 609, and then I don't know what I'm at now. So we'll see. But yeah, moving on up, like the Jeffersons.
Whoa, whoa, Big Red, take it easy. Don't come over here doing all that. Don't come over here killing our vibe.
Yeah, because
Okay, Roxy.
we are gonna be fighting champs. And we would love to go to Fierce and get a rematch. Great.
But tonight, it's about us.
Caden Carter and Katana, new tag team champions as of last week. I know that, Greg. I know they are. Getting ready for women's single action. We got Rhea Ripley versus Ivy Now for the women's championship. Coming up next.
Can Ivy Nile do the unthinkable and dethrone the seemingly unstoppable women's world champion Rhea Ripley? We'll find out as the erratic
Rhea Ripley, regardless of what you think of her career and her current run as a women's champion, you got to respect her, man. She's come a long way.
makes trucks for everyone. Like those with houses
Hello, Roxy.
and those
Thank you for coming
with
back.
not so much. We make trucks for good Samaritans, good neighbors, and even people covered in tree sap. Whatever life you live this holiday, Ram has a truck for you.
During the Ram Wrap Up the Year sales event, get 10% below MSRP plus no monthly payments for 90 days on virtually all 2023 Ram light duty and heavy duty trucks.
When you order Domino's online, we'll give you a free pizza to use for a future pizza emergency. So you'll have an emergency pizza. A free pizza when you need it most.
There you go. Thank you. Welcome. Enjoy.
Sure down, easy on the gas.
Force a habit. I gotta wrap this commercial. I think I'm late on my payment.
It's okay. The General gives you a break when you need it.
Yeah, we let you pick your own due date, so you can pay your car insurance when it's best for you.
I'll be right back, y'all. I'm gonna go get a drink real quick. Keep the chat entertained. Keep the people entertained. So I'll be right back.
Go with the General.
What's up, y'all? I'm back. We got Rhea Ripley making her way down to the ring right now. Okay, what did I miss? We got Rhea Ripley versus Ivy now coming up. Y'all definitely took over this chat. Thank you. Ivy now, I think if booked correctly, could be like the next China. Brother, are you still here? A lot of people say I look Amish, Greg. You're not the first one, man. I actually went to a restaurant a few weeks ago, right? And a busload of Amish people came in, and I swear they thought I was one of them. Yeah. Thank you, Roxy. Maybe a tad. I actually had sauerkraut and pork for dinner, which here, Greg, in America, that is like a tradition. I don't know if some people do it. I know a lot of people do it where I'm at, but yeah. Yeah. I'm not the biggest fan of sauerkraut, don't get me wrong. It's just the smell of it. If I can get over the smell, I'm cool. But it's just something that I wouldn't mind having once a year. I will eat it, though. I don't mind it. Some people make it different, you know. Some people buy it in a bag. Some people will cook it in a crock pot. Some people buy it in a can, you know. It's better if you cook it in a crock pot, leave it sit for a while. Um, but, but yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's something about sauerkraut that I'll eat it, don't get me wrong, but it's not my favorite. Crock pot, Greg. Crock pot. Need to plug my phone in. Currently at, what, 10% it said? Thank you for joining the live stream. If you hit that like button, I'd appreciate you. Share this with your friends. Let them know the Wrestling World Podcast is live. We are currently watching Monday Night Raw, Day 1, January 1st. Alright, y'all, I'm back. I was just about to say the same thing. What is a Dougal? I thought he meant a dog. What's Dougal McKenzie? What is it? A person? Is it a dog? I mean, it's got to be a dog, right? I'd say yeah. He looks like Greg. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I mean, I've never seen this Dougal McKenzie before. I thought it was a dog, for real. I'm a Gordon Ramsay fan, sorry. I also like John Taffer from Bar Rescue. He's pretty good, too. I have no idea who Dougal McKenzie is. I'm sorry. If it's not Gordon Ramsay or John Taffer, when it comes to cooking or anything like that, I have no idea who they are. Really, I never knew that, Greg. I guess that would make sense, Graham. You should do a video on that. Yeah, me too, man. Rhea Ripley dominating in this match right now. Let's see if Niles can pick up momentum here. Obviously, I think Rhea will retain. Being it's a new year, I don't see why not. But Kind of glad this isn't a squash match. For as much as they hyped it up, I'd hate to see a squash, but Rhea Ripley going for Riptide right now. Reversed. Head kick. And Nyla slamming Rhea Ripley. 1, 2. Rhea kicks out. Yeah, it definitely seems like WWE isn't making the title matches pay-per-view anymore. Well, they are. I mean, but we still see, title matches during the pay-per-views, but we have had a lot more matches, a lot more title matches on Raw and SmackDown. We currently have 2 matches tonight. Rhea Ripley defending her women's title. Then in the main event, we have Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre for the World Championship. So we're getting 2 title matches on Monday Night Raw, which is very rare. Right, yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Gives people a chance. A lot of these pay-per-view events now are from streaming services, Peacock, WWE Network, whatever. But The Rock is actually rumored to. The Rock is actually rumored to return at the WWE Elimination Chamber, as far as what I've just read today. I guarantee at some point we will see The Rock return. Maybe not in the ring, but maybe in a segment, either on Raw or SmackDown. So we'll see. This is a much better match than I expected. But yes, like I was saying, The Rock is rumored to return at the Elimination Chamber, as far as what I've heard. Rhea Ripley with a knee to the face. She's going for Riptide once again. She hits the Riptide. 1, 2, 3, and Rhea retains her championship in a much-fought battle. Much better than I expected, like I said. Great to know it wasn't a squash match, but definitely a decent win for Rhea. And a good title defense for her going into the new year. A vicious headbutt, Niles coming off that top rope and getting hit with that headbutt. And then that Riptide to end the match. Definitely a great match to start out the year for Rhea. And my question is who's next? Who faces Rhea next? Keep in mind, we still have a former WWE champion returning tonight. There's no rumor on who that is, so it could be anybody. It could be male or female. So, rumors are that it's Batista. Rumors were that it was Sasha Banks. Even The Rock himself. Those rumors have been debunked, but who knows? WWE have been full of surprises. They're trying so hard to keep things away from the dirt sheets and the journalists and everyone else from breaking the news beforehand. So we are going to find out. And Triple H, didn't confirm. Well, he said he wasn't going to confirm or deny the rumors. So we're definitely getting a champion returning, and that appears to be happening next after this commercial. So we'll see. Hoping it's not Batista, but we'll see. We'll see. "88 minutes into this live stream, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for the likes and the conversation. I appreciate that. If you're just now joining, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Share this with your friends, your family. Let them know that the Wrestling World Podcast is live on YouTube. For me, that R-Truth match with The Miz, facing JD and Dominic was a match of the night for me. Just entertaining, R-Truth just being R-Truth. Very entertaining match. As far as, match of the night for the women's division, Rhea Ripley and Nyla, that was a great match. No squash match as I predicted, but I'm glad that it was a good match in general. A good title defense for Rhea. And like I said, regardless of what you think of Rhea, regardless of what you think of her title reign, I know some people haven't enjoyed it thus far, but she's doing pretty decent. You gotta remember every match that she has, title defense or not, she gives it her best and she always puts on a show. So you couldn't ask for much more. So if I had to say anything about her title reign, definitely that it's going well. Because it could always be worse. I think she is the most athletic performer on the women's roster in the women's division. So you got to give credit to Rhea, man. I definitely enjoy her title reign. Wouldn't say anything bad about it. For those who think it could be better, maybe it could be, but I think it's pretty cool the way it is, so I wouldn't change nothing. I will say that I don't really care for her a part of the Judgment Day. I do think she can do without it. As it seems like even now, that she has kind of separated herself as a part of the, from being a part of the Judgment Day. Even though she is a part of it, you kind of forget that she's a part of it because she's kind of just doing her own thing. While JD and Dom are kind of doing their own thing with the R-Truth storyline, the R-Truth angle or whatever. But I kind of wish that Rhea would just kind of, leave this whole Judgment Day thing and do her own thing. But because it really doesn't, when you think about it, it really doesn't. Jinder Mahal. So they said a former WWE champion is returning. And it's Jinder Mahal. Now I feel like Jinder Mahal, of all people, not Batista, not Sasha, but Jinder Mahal. Now I feel like WWE has something up their sleeve right now. I feel like this isn't the one who is returning. I feel like they're setting us up for a tease. Okay, we got Jinder got the microphone right now. I feel like somebody's gonna come out during this promo. Batista or somebody. Definitely, WWE definitely has something up their sleeve right now. There's no way they can't tell me Jinder Mahal is the guy they've been hyping up all night and all week. No way. Can't really say this is a big return because he has been working live events. Or he was. I don't know if he still is. But as I was saying about the Judgment Day, I wish Rhea, would kind of separate herself from the Judgment Day. Doesn't really make much sense of why she's a part of it. She's doing her own thing in singles competition. And it doesn't really matter. It's not really going to change anything whether she's a part of it or not. She's still going to be the same. She's still going to be, defending her title. So she can do without it. Tell you what, I'm not disappointed that it's Jinder Mahal. I do think the guy has a lot of athleticism. His physique is amazing. But I feel like WWE's setting us up right now. I feel like there's somebody's going to come out. Batista, somebody, who knows. The Rock, maybe. Hulk Hogan, I don't know. Axel Jim Duggan, maybe. They're chanting USA right now, so who knows? It's got to be somebody. Yeah, somebody's definitely about to come out. It has to be. No doubt. If somebody's recording this, could somebody record my reaction right now? Because I feel like we're getting set up. Jinder Mahal is not who we're expecting.
Congratulations, that was your national anthem hit, Punjabi. That's a new low, even for you, San Diego. Congratulations.
This isn't right, man. No way. Come on.
You boo me because I look different, because I speak different. And unlike the Iron Sheik or other...
Tell you what, the dude looks built, his physique is the same, but that hairline has definitely got pushed back a little bit. I don't know who his barber is, but he needs some work.
And I speak the truth. So once again, I will speak in Punjabi, but this time not about the national anthem. I will tell you what the entire world is thinking about you. Ek samasi ਜਦੋਂ ਪੂਰੀ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਮੰਨਦੀ ਸੀ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਦੇ ਤਾਕਤ ਨੂੰ ਪਰ ਉਹ ਸਮਾਂ ਲੰਘ ਗਿਆ
The Rock. The Rock is here on Monday Night Raw right now. Oh my God. The Rock is here on Monday Night Raw. I told you somebody was going to return. I told you that this wasn't what WWE had planned. And The Rock is here on Monday Night Raw. Now, I did say that The Rock could return at any moment. But I did not expect The Rock to return tonight. It is The Rock. Man, does he look jacked. Somebody has been hitting the steroids for sure. Thank you for the like. I appreciate you. Thank you for the like. The other like, I appreciate you. Yes, The Rock is here. Unbelievable. He looks jacked, man. He's either hitting the gym or hitting the roids. No way. The Rock versus CM Punk is coming. That's a possibility. A rematch. A rematch of The Rock versus Punk. Anything's a possibility now, y'all. 1st of January, we get The Rock coming back. This is incredible. Is anybody recording right now? I'd love to get my reaction. That was wild. Yeah, they fought before. It was The Rock versus Punk. It's on YouTube, Greg. I mean, you can watch it. Pretty decent match. The crowd is in shock right now. Huge pop. Jinder Mahal wasn't too happy. But I knew WWE had something up their sleeve. I knew that they were pulling our leg. Yes, please record it if you can, Greg. Please send it to me if you have. I would like to do a reaction video. And I have no clue how to record on here other than live stream. So if you can, that's very helpful. But if you can record it and send it my way tonight, I would appreciate that, brother. Tell you what, to me, The Rock has looked the same for the past 20 years. The guy just never changes looks. He's like Judge Judy. Yeah, I do think that is very necessary. The Rock is like Judge Judy or Jerry Springer. They never change looks. And Maury Povich, that guy's looked the same for 20 years. Dr. Phil as well.
Something perfectly clear to you. You're right about one thing. Is you are not the Iron Sheik. Rest in peace, Sheiky, because The Rock knows the Iron Sheik. The Rock loved the Iron Sheik. We all loved the Iron Sheik.
Rock paying tribute to the Iron Sheik right now.
If the Iron Sheik were here right now, this is what he would say. Oh, Rock Bubba, who is this no good, dirty son of a bitch, jabroni bastard?
The Rock doing an impression of the Iron Sheik. That is perfect.
Of course you're here, Rock. The man who magically appears anytime the WWE Universe is being insulted. The People's Champion.
That would be awesome. Roxy, if you could do that.
To all you jingoistic people. That's a real word. You can look it up.
Yeah, whatever you can get, Roxy, is perfect. I don't know how much you could have recorded. If you can get anything, that'd be perfect. Just as long as it's like when when The Rock is like coming out, that'd be perfect.
Not ashamed. As a matter of fact, The Rock
Because
is
I did not expect that at all.
the people's champion.
But I am telling you, The Rock he looks the same. He's looked the same for 20 years. He's like the Judge Judy of professional wrestling, because that woman, she's looked the same for 70 years.
Is especially damn proud to say, finally, The Rock
Has come back, San Diego. Tell you what, this guy gets a huge pop from the crowd no matter where he goes.
here and you run your mouth about the truth and why they boo you. Let The Rock tell you some truth. They don't boo you because of how you look. They don't boo you because of how you talk. They don't boo you because you speak Punjabi. No. They boo you because what? I'm sorry. What's that sheet? Yeah. No. I'm gonna get 1 second. I'm gonna get to it in a second. You took the words. No, I'm gonna tell them. I'm gonna tell them right now. They boo you because you're the biggest asshole walking God's green earth.
The fact that The Rock pays tribute to the Iron Sheik is pretty amazing. When did The Rock retire? I honestly couldn't tell you. I want to say 2001, maybe. I'm not sure. But he has come back for certain matches and that. So yeah.
But what this is the raging asshole face. Why are you so angry? Angry all the time. If The Rock had to guess why you're so angry, it's probably because nobody likes you and you're not.
Yeah, I want to say 2001 because he's had a pretty good movie career.
If you were one of The Rock's movies, you would probably be Baywatch. Thankfully, I've never seen Baywatch. Well, nobody else did either. Shut your mouth when The Rock is talking to you. It doesn't matter. Here's the thing. Wait, what? Oh, I'm sorry.
The Iron Sheik actually passed away, Greg, last year, I believe.
It doesn't matter if you didn't see Baywatch.
Yeah, 2023, Greg. He passed away.
The only thing that matters is you come out here and you have the gall to actually say America
I don't know.
is a joke. Well, it ain't a joke to The Rock, and it ain't a joke to all these people. And it damn sure ain't a joke to every American watching home.
Yeah, that's cool. You didn't know,
You know what else is
But yeah,
that you
Iron Sheik was pretty old when he passed. I heard he was in pretty bad shape. So rest in peace to Sheiky.
Here's what else isn't a joke. The fact that you can come down here, grab a microphone, and run our country down. Free of consequence from our government. It's called freedom of speech. But here's the thing, Jack. You can't ever come out here in the people's ring, in front of the people, with the people's champ in the building, run our country down, free of consequence from The Rock. The Rock knows you are the modern day Maharaja. Sure, absolutely. But tonight and from here on out, you're not the modern day Maharaja. No. You are the day one douchebag.
Question for you guys. What is the best app to do reaction videos? Or the best way to do reaction videos? Yeah, I don't think The Rock is returning full time. I think this is just a one-off appearance, and then it's over. Unless they have him feud with Jinder Mahal, which I doubt it's going to happen. It'll probably end with the rock bottom and a people's elbow.
I'll tell you what, you see, we work in sync. They just gave The Rock an idea. So you call yourself the unifier, and you're the only man to unify all these people. Well, The Rock as a people's champ is going to show you what real unifying means. Here's the thing, in about 10 to 15 seconds, here's what's going to happen. This whole side of the arena is going to chant day one.
side of the arena is going to chant douchebag. Are you ready? He's not answering me. Are you ready? Are you ready? Day one, douchebag.
The crowd chanting day one douchebag to Jinder Mahal. I apologize if you can hear my TV. I know it's loud.
My God, that was fun.
And sometimes I don't realize how loud my TV is. I'm just used to being loud.
Since you love our national anthem so much, The Rock is going to sing you a little verse from our national anthem. And this is what we call the people's welcome. And it goes like this. And the rocket's red glare, San Diego's aware that you are jacked as hell.
The Rock singing a song for us right now.
You're an angry, toxic douchebag who clearly has no class. So you left The Rock no choice but to whoop your candy ass.
Jinder Mahal attacking The Rock, backing The Rock in the corner. The Rock coming back with a few big hands. The Rock hits a spine buster on Jinder Mahal. Looks like he's going for the people's elbow. Are we going to see it? I think we're going to see it. The people's elbow on Jinder Mahal. And Jinder rolls out of the ring.
San Diego. I love you. Happy New Year. Oh, by the way, one more thing. Tonight, after all this ass kicking, The Rock is going to go out in San Diego. I'm a little hungry. I'm going to go get something to eat. When The Rock goes out to get something to eat tonight in San Diego, should The Rock sit in a booth? Or should The Rock sit at the bar? Yeah, The Rock looks at
Yeah.
too. Or should The Rock sit at the head of the table?
The Rock teasing Roman Reigns versus The Rock. He said, I'm going to a restaurant. Should I sit at a booth, at the bar, or at the head of the table? So The Rock is definitely teasing The Rock versus Roman. Possibly coming soon.
I love you too, San Diego, and that's what I thought. But The Rock is cooking! My hair is standing up on my arms! I've got goosebumps! An electrifying appearance by The Rock tonight! But what about the last statement from the People's Champion? Paul Heyman, call Roman Reigns.
The Rock basically calling out Roman Reigns right now. Definitely insane. I don't know if we'll see it this year, but it's definitely going to happen. I assume it'll be this year.
On January 27th, the only event of its kind.
Hold on one second, guys. But thank you for watching. I love you. Hope you're doing well. And I appreciate you. Greg, with what he said of the head of the table, how is that hinting at Roman Reigns? Well, Greg, Roman Reigns he has been called the head of the table. So The Rock saying that hints at a future match between Roman and The Rock at a later date, whether that's, a pay-per-view event or even WrestleMania at this point. So who knows? But all we know is that it's going to happen soon. It is definitely happening at some point. The Rock to come out of retirement and to hey Megan, I see your comments now. So thanks for joining on. Yeah, I think all you had to do was sign in. I think that's why I wasn't showing up. But anyways, Greg, we will definitely see The Rock versus Roman at some point. I wouldn't say WrestleMania, but I don't know. Now, I know the plan right now for WrestleMania is probably Cody versus Roman again. So that kind of ties Roman down with what's going on. But it's the new year, so I imagine we'll see The Rock versus Roman at some point down the line. Before Mania, Elimination Chamber maybe. The Rock was also rumored to return at the Elimination Chamber, so maybe we see that match happen soon around that time. But yeah, hi Megan, thank you for joining. Yeah, I definitely see your comments now, so thank you for tuning in. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I think all you had to do was get signed in. YouTube is very weird about that. Is Roman the top man right now? Yes. Roman is the top guy. He's been the top guy for 2 years. Nobody's taken Roman off the mountain yet. This guy is like the John Cena of this generation's pro wrestling. So even bigger. You know, he's had a longer title reign than John Cena at this point in his career. John Cena, being a 16-time world champion, has never had a title reign as long as Roman. And keep in mind, he's had the title 16 times, so it's wild. So they're definitely, you know, they definitely want to push Roman to the moon. I think his time should just be up right now, but whatever. Even if The Rock was to face Roman, I don't see The Rock, you know, beating Roman, but it definitely will be a great match, being that these guys are family, from the same family, the Anawa family. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. I never could pronounce that last name, but they do come from the same family. They are related. So this goes back to not only just family, but the bloodline storyline that we've seen in the past. Greg, no, I do like Roman. I feel that a 2-year title reign is just too much. You know, before, when this guy was a babyface, that he got booed out of the arena. And now he's a part of, you know, he's a babyface now. Not a babyface, a heel. He's a heel, which is a bad guy. Okay, so he's a heel, and now he's having a 2-year title reign, and it's to the point to where it's too predictable, you know. Fans start to lose interest in the product. When fans lose interest in the product, that's a decline in ratings, and that's a problem. You can't focus your whole product on one star when you have a whole roster full of talent that can build your company. It's the problem that people have with John Cena. You know, John Cena was on top for 15, 16, 17 years. And a lot of the fans, you know, back then even said, why are we focusing around one star when we could build so many? That was the difference between the Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression Era, is that, you know, the Attitude Era was focused on Taker, it was focused on Rock, Cena, Shawn, numerous names, you know, and that title got passed around. It wasn't just, you know, somebody holds it for 500 days. That's what helped the Attitude Era go, is because it wasn't just focused on Stone Cold or The Rock, or, you know, on one person. So, you know, we'll see what happens with Roman. Hopefully Cody can win at WrestleMania if we get a new champion. Things can move forward. So we'll see. Yeah. And like I said, even if you're a fan of Roman, it's still going to get boring. A 2-year title reign, yeah, you pretty much have a good legacy. You have a good run. I don't even think Bruno Sammartino had a 2-year title reign at this point. Hulk Hogan never had a 2-year title reign. Or did he? I don't know. I don't care too much for Hogan, but. Thank you, Roxy. Thank you for tuning in. Have a nice night. Oh, quick update on my children's book. I actually got the first few drawings back from my illustrator. So I'm very excited. This children's book will be released here soon, and I will give more details throughout the next few weeks on where to buy it and everything else. So very excited. Something I've been working on for quite a while. It's always been my goal before I turn 30 to write a book of any kind, whether it's a children's book or novel, whatever. I've always had the idea to write a book. I've always wanted to write a book, so here we are. To write a children's book, different, wasn't my first thought. My mom actually gave me the idea to write a children's book, And I had ideas before, but I never really put them to paper. So thanks to her, I got the idea. So it's actually happening a lot quicker than I thought. I've been writing this book for months. It's just taken a few months for me to actually come up with the names and I knew what I wanted the book to be about. It's coming up with the characters and everything, but the style I want the book to look and everything. But yes, thank you, Megan. I'm very excited to read it. Well, not to read it, but for everybody else to read it. I'm hoping we get some of the grandkids to read it as well. Maybe they'll take an interest to it. My target audience is children, so thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, my target audience is children, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. But this is just the introduction to myself as a writer. This is, something that I hope I do well in. Hopefully this can open some doors as well. I do have other ideas, not just for children's book, but for other books as well, a novel. I started writing last year a novel, but it never got finished. And I was pretty disappointed in myself. I just kind of got busy and never was able to finish it. But it's a horror novel, It's not like a a romance novel, whatever. But I actually had a friend. She just got a book published, and I went to high school with her. And when I seen she got her book published, that kind of just lit a fire in me. I kind of want to do mine now. Now that I know it's possible, I definitely want to start writing again and introduce something that I think can do well. And if I could turn this into a series or something, like a series down the line, even, that'd be great. But yes, it is fiction. It is a fiction book, Greg.
Hurry in for an Aussie staycation at Outback Steakhouse. We're in winter. It's summer down under. 'Tis the season to be
Yeah, writing has always been something that I've done. I wrote songs for the most portion of my teen years, and then I stopped doing that. The industry changed so much. I kind of gave up. Not that I really lost passion for that. It's just because when I seen what the music industry turned into, and what the people care more for beats than they do lyrics nowadays, and it's like anybody can make it as a rapper nowadays, or anybody can make it as a singer. It's just there's no struggle, there's no effort put into it, and that's what I hated about it. It's the music industry cares for what sells. Like Danielle Bregoli, that bad baby. She's not an artist, but they know she controversy creates cash. So she's a big name, and what better way to get people talking about her than to sign her to a big record deal and make money off this little girl. She's a young kid, the industry's taking advantage of her, but she's too young to see it. She's too young to realize it. So what are they going to do? They're going to continue this until she's old enough to realize what's going on. She made her name on Dr. Phil. She wasn't an artist. She wasn't a musician. She was a loudmouth who was very spoiled and very disrespectful. And she made it famous. And, that you can't really blame her for that, being famous as much as you can Dr. Phil, because even after she made it famous off that first appearance, he brought her back for another appearance, and the second appearance was to draw ratings. He wanted those ratings to where the first appearance when they had her on there, you know, it was supposed to be just to help her, you know, like he's supposed to do like a doctor or whatever, but the music industry's taking advantage of her, but she's not the only one. You know, the music industry will take advantage of these young kids, these 20-year-olds, these 25-year-olds, because they know they can. They know they're too naive to figure out what's going on, and it almost happened to me once or twice, you know. But you just got to be smart to not sign any contracts or with any labels. And if you do, it's better to sign to an independent label to where you have creative control because you signed that contract and they're taking everything from you. I don't even remember what we're talking about. Oh yeah, the writing. Yeah, like I said, once I seen like the industry and what it's turned into over 10, 15 years, I gave up. You know, music is not what it is. You know, we don't have Outkast. We don't have like people say Eminem's old. You know, Eminem. Oh, you shouldn't listen to Eminem. He's old music now. You know, but or Snoop Dogg or Ice Cube or music like that. You know, I believe music is supposed to tell a story. Back then, that's what separated Eminem from most artists is because he could tell a story. You know, and most artists can't do that. He told a story with with the lyricism and his life. And Snoop Dogg and Run DMC and Outkast and Wu-Tang Clan. Yeah, everybody is partying to that music, but we weren't out popping Molly like these young kids are doing, or these kids hear these lyrics and then they start doing it. This generation is screwed, and people don't even realize it. Music is not what it used to be. Rap music is shameful. I barely listen to rap music anymore. I'm ashamed of it. Ashamed to even be a part of it. I'm ashamed that I was a part of it. But the music I wrote compared to what now, the music I listen to compared to now just isn't what it is. And I'll be surprised if rap music is even around in the next 20 years. Because right now it's like mumble rap and whatever, but it is what it is. Why did you choose to write a children's book? Well, I've always had this character in mind, and I started doing some research and started to dive deeper into children's books, Dr. Seuss, and so I did some research beforehand and just started coming up with a lot of ideas and different ideas, and I figured this would be the best way. It'd be a lot quicker to write a children's book than it would an actual novel. This would be an introduction to myself as a writer, then I can go on to different projects as well. So hopefully, I could sell at least 15 copies, Just the fact that I could say, hey, I'm a published author, a self-published author, is pretty important to me. So this is one of the major goals that I've had before I turn 30 is to write a book. And it is something that I'm working on now, so I'm very happy. I've always loved to read, but I didn't really get the idea to write a book until I was like in high school. I have a few favorite authors. Walter D. Myers is my favorite author. I've read a few of his books in high school, and I started reading more into him, and I thought, maybe I could do this myself and come up with some ideas. Then out of high school, Netflix, Dexter, Dexter Showtime, the Dexter series. I'm a big fan of horror fiction. I'm a big fan of horror movies. So I started coming up with ideas for that and my own, of my own imagination. And I love the Dexter series. I'm currently reading the Dexter books now. Michael C. Hall, brilliant actor. Jeff Lindsay, brilliant author. They couldn't have picked a better person to play the role of Dexter Morgan. But I started reading those books, and I thought, man, I could be writing, something like this or something even more better than this. And so I'm giving it a shot. We'll see what happens. I was not in the music industry. I mean, I wrote music. I wasn't famous or nothing, but I'd say I started writing when I was like 14, till about 21, maybe 22. I have tablets full, a tablet full of songs that I've wrote. I just never recorded. I've ghostwritten for a couple people, but it never went nowhere. But it's, I'm glad that's something I'm not a part of. That I'm glad that that's something I stopped, because I see the way the music industry now is, like I explained earlier, and it's terrible. This generation is messed up, and they have no idea. The music industry is just gonna get worse. Rap music isn't rap music, but you look at country music. Country music not the same it was 20 years ago. Country music isn't country music. It's just not. Rock music isn't rock music, but rap music and country music, they changed drastically. And to where if I do listen to rap, it's like old rap, or, old Eminem, old Tech Nine, old Wu-Tang, whatever. Naughty by Nature, those kind of bands. But even not like 90s music, I listen to like Matchbox 20. But most of my music now is 90s music and, old R&B music. Keith Sweat, Marvin Gaye, Lenny Kravitz, Pearl Jam, John B. Who else? I like the blues. I like Muddy Waters and B.B. King and Smokey Robinson and Earth, Wind and Fire. Janis Joplin. The Beatles. Just 90s music, 80s music, whatever, but Lenny Williams even too, like he's pretty good. Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles, I like old music. I don't like new music, new country, new rock. Even like country, Willie Nelson, Randy Travis. Randy Travis is probably my favorite country singer. But Keith Urban, was never really a Hank Williams Jr. fan except for that one song, Family Tradition. I'd say his dad is a lot better than he is, but another R&B band that's really good is 112. They're pretty good. LSG too. Soul for Real is really good as well. Yeah, but I can't say I was a part of the music industry now. Like I said, I'm glad I'm not. So if you have a child listening to rap music, please control what they're listening to, man. It's terrible. Rotting their brains is what they're doing. And I say children because children, they take this stuff to heart. They hear these lyrics, they hear about going to the club and partying and drinking. Then at 14, 15 years old, you wonder why you have a son or a daughter that's smoking, drinking. Well, this is why. Look at what there's, and it's not just music, it's like TV too. Look at Jersey Shore and all these TV shows. And it's, and I gotta say, I feel sorry for these kids because they're so naive, but you gotta blame the parents. You can't blame the kids. And I wish I could talk to myself at 14, 15 years old and say, this ain't the route you want to go. You don't want to listen to this music. And I don't drink. I don't smoke. If I drink, it's on occasions at a party or whatever, at a wedding, But to even listen to rap music and to some of the stuff you hear, and I wish I could talk to myself and just get away from it. We got Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre coming up. Sorry for that little rant, but, Rage Against the Machine, that's another one, yep. They're a good band. You know what, though, about that band, though? He never actually specified what machine he was actually against. I assume it was like a printer or something. Maybe like a kiosk. I don't know. I assume he was talking about the government, but you never know. That's Seth Rollins bringing it to Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre comes back with a nice chop. He got Seth against the ropes. Seth Rollins counters with a kick to the face. Brings Drew McIntyre to the outside of the ring. I'll tell you what, for those who think that pro wrestling is fake, I will say yes it is, but this is quality entertainment. You got to look at pro wrestling as entertainment, and when you look at 90% of television, it's all scripted at some point. Movies aren't real, You got to look at pro wrestling as theatrics and appreciate the work that they put in, mic work, ring work. Yes, it is predetermined. Yes, it is fake, but I like to call it entertainment. I like to say that it's entertaining to watch. We don't watch movies because they're real. We watch it for the entertainment. Yes, movies are fake, but it's entertainment. TV shows. A TV show is scripted in any form of way. You've got the way you look at it, and wrestling, the same way. Everybody says wrestling fake, but okay, movies are fake. TV shows, scripted. Jerry Springer, fake. Maury, fake. They're all fake. They're all scripted in one way or another. I used to get irritated when people say, "Oh, wrestling's fake." I used to get furious, but you have to look at it as theatrics. These guys are telling a story. You know, in pro wrestling, that's the most important thing, is telling a story, in my opinion. I'm the type of wrestling fan that if I can't get into the storyline, if I can't get invested in the storyline, I can't get invested in the product. When you watch a soap opera, and a lot of people compare wrestling to soap operas because in reality it kind of is. You know, in a soap opera you have a story, you have a storyline. If you, the watcher, if you, the viewer, cannot get invested in that storyline or the story being told, you're not going to watch it. Okay, professional wrestling is the same thing. If you can't get invested in the storyline being told or the characters, etc., you're not going to watch it. So these guys tell their story in the ring and on the mic, backstage, whatever. And that's one of the greatest things that I love about professional wrestling, is there's always a story being told. There are characters, there are good guys, there are bad guys. You know, everything you can want in a TV show or a soap opera, you have it in professional wrestling. And I used to get irritated when people call wrestling fake, but you know, it happens. You gotta look at it in a different perspective. You gotta respect, like I said, what these guys do, because they do take bumps. That mat is not soft. They do take pain. You know, at their age, when you're in your 30s, you're 35, you're in pain on a regular basis. You're, you know, hurting just waking up. So for them to go out there and get slammed on a mat at 30 some years old, you got to respect that. They do it for, you know, to entertain the fans. They do it to entertain the thousands of people in the arena. And I don't know who's here right now, but I'm just going off. I don't even know who's here right now. It says I got like one or two people here, but I have no idea. Greg, are you still here or no? But yeah, definitely look at wrestling as theatrics. Definitely look at it in a different perspective. Um, a lot of what we see on TV now is just, it's garbage and fake. And you know, wrestling's fake. It is, but look at it differently.
Right now, trade in any Samsung phone in any condition for a new Samsung Galaxy S23 Plus on us, only on Verizon.
It's turned into a chop fest between the World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins and the challenger tonight.
Chops from Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre right now. They're trading back and forth. Keep in mind, this is for the WWE Championship. This is WWE's first big event, January 1st. Nice backbreaker from Drew McIntyre, man. That was. Keep in mind, Seth Rollins got back problems in real life too. That's got to be hard to take. Rollins has McIntyre up, but McIntyre reverses, going for a power bomb. Rollins reverses and hits the Hurricane Rana. Or not a Hurricane Rana, but whatever. Sunset, well, not Sunset Flip, I want to say, but different. I don't know. McIntyre hits the outside. Seth Rollins possibly going for a suicide dive right now. Let's see. Seth is up. He's hitting the ropes. He launches himself over the top ropes and on to Drew McIntyre. They're outside the ring, and the referee's starting to count. Both men are taken out. Seth Rollins hits the DDT. He's hitting the top rope. Potentially going for a frog splash here, but we'll see. Yes, he's going for the frog splash. He hits the frog splash. 1, 2, but McIntyre kicks out. What a beautiful DDT that was from Seth Rollins, too. A very nice frog splash. We see Seth Rollins currently building momentum right now. He springboards off the rope, but Drew McIntyre reverses. Now Drew McIntyre heading for the ropes. Thank you for the like. I appreciate you. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Hit that notification bell. Drew McIntyre slamming Seth to the mat. 1, 2, but Seth kicks out. Okay, WWE's hit a commercial, but they're currently on picture-in-picture, so we still see the action as it's going on, even during the commercial. That's something that I feel that WWE's done a good job of, as this whole picture-in-picture, because, back then when they did commercials, we didn't see what was going on. But now with this whole picture-in-picture stuff, when it comes to main events like this, we can actually see what's going on. We don't even have to be in the arena. So that's pretty cool. I think the WWE is definitely stepping their games up as far as, the product and what we're seeing from a week-to-week basis. Definitely much better than AEW, in my opinion. Not hating on Tony Khan whatsoever, but I just feel that WWE has a better product than most promotions right now. We see AEW Road's End, and definitely a good pay-per-view, I will say. It was, if I had to grade it, I graded it a C. It was decent, but it cannot measure up to a WWE main event whatsoever. But Tony Khan, he needs a lot of work. He definitely needs a lot of help. But yes, we are currently on picture-in-picture. Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre right now. The goal for right now, y'all, is to hit 10 likes if we can. If not, that's fine. But we got maybe 9 minutes left in this live stream. Main event time. We got McIntyre and Seth Rollins on the top right now, battling. Seth Rollins versus. Looks like he's going to go for a sunset flip. Seth Rollins clawing at Drew McIntyre's back right now. Brutal. They're still battling back. Drew McIntyre gets back up and goes right back to the ropes. Seth Rollins. Oh. Drew McIntyre gets the upper hand and hits Seth Rollins with the quiver leaf off the top rope. White noise, you want to call it quiver leaf, same thing. Thank you for joining the live stream. If you get that like button, I appreciate you. It is main event time. WWE Day 1. We got Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre. We got about 5 minutes left in this live stream, guys. Surprised I'm even awake right now, which is very rare. I just posted a new video a couple hours ago, so if you haven't viewed that yet, go check it out. It's in regards to MJF's AEW contract and if he's going to leave AEW. He is currently listed as a free agent, so let's see what happens there. Drew McIntyre hitting the double arm DDT. He is now up and looking like a predator hunting his prey right now. Drew McIntyre going for the Claymore, but Rollins reverses and goes for a pin. McIntyre kicks out. Tell you what, a Claymore into a powerbomb, that's something. You got to have talent to do something like that for sure. Great timing by Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins dragging Drew McIntyre to the top. Possibly going for a moonsault. Looks like he's going for a moonsault. Can he hit it? McIntyre goes to the Claymore once again. Seth Rollins reverses, hits the pedigree on McIntyre. Going for the pin. 1, 2. But McIntyre kicks out now. Oh, wow. We got Damian Priest making his way down to the ring. Keep in mind, Damian Priest is the Money in the Bank holder, which means he can cash in that contract at any time he wants. And he's making his way down to the ring with the referee. It looks like he's about to cash in. Unless somebody interrupts this, then he is definitely going to cash in and possibly succeed. So it looks like Damian Priest is cashing in right now. But then McIntyre hits the Claymore out of nowhere. And a belly-to-belly on Dominic Mysterio. So McIntyre may have just ruined this cash-in. Drew McIntyre hits the Claymore, hits the 1, 2, 3 on Seth Rollins, but Seth Rollins puts his foot on the rope, breaking the count. So there is no cash in from Damian Priest, and this match continues as a one-on-one singles match. And this match also continues with Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre, because Seth Rollins had his foot on the bottom rope, which breaks the count and continues the match. But yes, Damian Priest's cash-in was unsuccessful, which is great. I would hate to see Damian Priest actually win this match. Start the year off as a champion. I don't think WWE's plan is to have Damian Priest successfully cash in that contract. We got Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre on the announce table. Seth Rollins hits the pedigree on the announce table. The announce table doesn't break, surprisingly. Usually it tears in half. But Seth Rollins got Drew McIntyre back in the ring. He's going for the curb stomp. He hits the curb stomp. Drew McIntyre is down. Seth goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. And Seth retains the title. Seth is still your WWE champion now. Could Damian Priest get back up and cash in? That's the question. Keep in mind, he did not cash in. So Damian Priest still has the briefcase and could potentially cash in right now. I don't think that's going to happen. It's 11 o'clock right now, so I don't think we're going to see it. Thankfully, we're not going to see it. Don't look like it. Yeah, but I don't think WWE's plan is to have Damian successfully cash in his contract. Just doesn't look like it, especially if the plans are CM Punk versus Seth Rollins for the title Royal Rumble. So eventually, we'll have to see Damian cash in, as that contract is only good for a year. But I don't believe it'll be successful. So at some point he'll cash in, and then it'll be interrupted, and then it'll be an unsuccessful cash in, which will keep Seth Rollins versus CM Punk open for WrestleMania. Which I think that contract is good for a year, so it hasn't been a year yet. So technically, if Damian Priest wants, he could cash in at WrestleMania. And who knows? But anyways, guys, hope you all enjoyed this live stream. That's it for me tonight. Catch me again on Friday, 8:30 p.m. Keep in mind I go live every Monday and Friday at 8:30. So be sure to tune in. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and watch my previous video that I posted before this live on MJF. I'll see you guys on Friday. Have a nice night. God bless. Good night. I'll see you guys soon.